I shall tell you my story, piece by piece. Like in a big puzzle, they come together, but not necessarily in order. You start at the corners and work your way in. Now the first piece is this.
Yep, that's me. No, you're not the right guy. Het spijt me erg, man.
Ik heb niks gedaan. Ik weet niet wie je bent.
Ja, dat weet ik ook. But that's not it anymore, is it?
Tell me, priest, ken je Lucas 5, vers 32?
Ja?
Zeg het maar dan.
Wat? Ik...
Say it!
Lucas 5, 32. Ik ben niet gekomen om rechtvaardigen te roepen, maar om zondaars aan te sporen een nieuw leven te beginnen.
Nee, zo gaat het niet, priester.
Jawel.
Lucas 5, vers 32. Beware of the darkness, anger, fear, aggression. For in the darkness they lie. Once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny, consume you.
Dat is geen Lucas.
Dat is geen Lucas?
"9:30 on a Tuesday night. There I am, sitting in a cold rented office in the Netherlands, clueless about what to do next. That's one of the most depressing situations you can find yourself in. And I happen to find myself in it quite a lot. But that was when she arrived, with the plot twist.
Come in. Oh, hello. Annette, wasn't it?
You should really lock your front door.
You still look as blonde as ever.
If you don't ever want to see the women you hump again, you should make sure they don't work at the same place where you get drunk every night.
It's not that I didn't ever want to see you again.
Well, it is a little.
I just didn't want to see you the next morning.
Why would a cute British boy like yourself move to this little country?
I'm here because my father sent me here. But I wasn't going to tell her that. Father raised me in England after Mum died. He forced me to learn Dutch because Mum would have loved that.
Hey there. Paddy, slow down.
Even if for some reason he never allowed me to set foot in the Netherlands.
Ja, ze loopt echt niet weg, hoor.
Gaat het weer over mama hebben, toch?
Zo?
Als het grootste ijsje bestelt, gaat het of over mama, of over blonde vrouwen. Daar snap ik niks van eigenlijk.
Oh yeah. Dad couldn't so much as think of a blonde woman without some sort of painful rage rush.
Vandaag niet.
Eventually he learned how to control it somehow.
Zal ik ooit naar Nederland kunnen gaan? Ik wil de stad zien waar mama woont.
Natuurlijk. Ooit is. When the time is right, okay? You'll know when it happens.
And here I am, back in Holland. Older and wise enough to start connecting the dots. But when the dots aren't so clearly visible, that's when Dad comes back to help me out.
I just can't believe what you told me about Mum. It doesn't make any sense. Unless it's your idea of some deathbed joke.
Ah, come on, Mikey. I've never been an asshole. You don't really believe that I...
Yes, I do, actually. Because I'm the one who's going out there hurting people, looking for answers to questions that I never asked.
Listen, Mikey. I know I'm always the first one to be skeptical about everything. And you also know that I would not allow you to rest until you knew everything that had happened. I'm that kind of an asshole.
Lazy arsehole. You could have done that yourself.
Now, just enjoy your orgasm, huh?
Vond je het lekker?
Ja hoor, heerlijk.
Father could have let me be a lowlife in England as I was supposed to.
Nog een keertje?
But instead, he made me turn into a lowlife in Holland. And one with the Sherlock Holmes syndrome to boot.
Wat is dat toch met jou? Wat gaat er allemaal om in het hoofd van jou?
What was on my mind? That's a gamble. Life never deals from a full deck. That's why the house always wins. Of course it helps if you sleep with the dealer. But when the other guy has an ace up his sleeve, that's when you up the ante. Now, I've told you before, you Scottish bastard. It's very bad to fuck with me.
I've got no idea where that come from.
Gewoon doorspelen, jongens.
Coming to the Netherlands to play poker hadn't been my first idea. It had been my father's last one.
Mikey, you gotta promise me. You have to go back to the Netherlands.
What? But, Father, I haven't been there since I was a baby.
That's why your mother died. You have to promise me.
But I thought we came to England to escape that memory. Well, you did at least. I barely remember her.
Your mother did not die of cancer.
Of course she did. It was leukemia.
Your mom was murdered.
No. No, you told... You said it was complications from the pregnancy.
That's why we had to run away, son. You have to find out what happened. You have to find out who murdered her.
Father wasn't a very decent man. Not that I turned out to be peaches myself. He married a Dutch woman he met back in America, and she was 20 years younger. And she also turned out to be my mother.
Hey, lieverd, ben je nog niet klaar?
Maak het niet te laat, lief.
They were to each other the missing card from a straight flush. Not a royal one, though. They moved together to the Dutch countryside, and there he set up a life. He tried to mix in and get along. Soon enough, he met some people. And not by coincidence, they spent a lot of time doing what I do.
Well, gentlemen, I would like to thank you for this wonderful poker game here.
Here, Tommy.
I have an announcement to make.
Shit. Here it comes. We knew it.
As you know, Anne and I are trying to get a baby, so things are getting pretty serious, and I'm afraid I will not be able to join you fine people anymore to our weekly lovely poker game.
Oh, come on, new Tommy. I mean, I have a bonny lass as well, but that's never gonna stop me from gambling.
Really, Scotty? You of all people? You've gone through the same thing as I have. I mean, we both left our country to come and live with our women. You know, I'm trying to build a home here, some roots.
So you intend to stay in our country indefinitely?
Choices, Scotty. Choices.
But is she pregnant yet?
No, not yet. But I better get home to make sure it happens. Capiche?
After one particular game, Father headed home instead of his job at the docks. He wanted to please Mum with a surprise lunch. But oh yeah.
Hey, Tommy!
The social thing with the neighbours is very important in Holland.
Mevrouw van de Ven.
Hallo, Tommy.
Oh, hoe gaat het?
Goed. Ja.
Is dit nou Annette? Jeetje, zeg, wat ben jij groot geworden?
Zeker. Zij is mijn allerliefste nichtje. Kleinkind.
Ik ben uw enige kleindochter, hoor, oma.
Goed, hoor.
Dat lijkt me zwaar.
Ja, mijn fiets is gestolen. Ach. Duitsers, hè? Ja. Ja, ik heb allemaal lunchspullen bij me voor een verrassingslunch met Anne, mevrouw. Ja. Niets kan een dag nog gaan bederven, toch?
Gezellig, hè? Hoe gaat het met Anne? Is ze nog druk bij de krant?
Ja, ze vindt het toch leuk en ze heeft naar haar zin. En ze heeft zelf een tweede baan genomen bij de concurrent. Ja.
Ja, echt?
Ja, in ons geval een beetje extra inkomen. Dat kan nooit kwaad, toch?
Ja, het is zo. Ja.
Ze eet van 2 balletjes, zou ik zeggen. Oh, wacht eens even. Ik heb iets voor je. Ben je klaar voor? Alsjeblieft. Nee. Je moet wel eerst je groente opeten, oké? Alsjeblieft.
Dank u wel, meneer Tommy.
Als u het niet erg vindt, ik ga naar huis. Ik wil niet te laat komen, dus mevrouw van der Ven, Annette.
Joehoe, Tommy!
Let's say Dad never quite got used to that social thing anyway.
Dat kan ik toch goed Nederlands, hè?
Dad's surprise to Mum was a big move in his eyes.
Anna? Anna? Anna?
But their marriage wasn't seeing the best of its days, and he felt like he could make the best of it.
Anna?
Though, I think he was more surprised than she was.
Anna?
Tommy! Ik was even gaan liggen. Tegen wie heb je het? Oh, hi Tommy. Je kent mevrouw van der Vent, toch?
Father wasn't the violent type.
Wat ben je vroeg thuis?
Not towards people, anyway. I guess that was when this genetic blonde phobia began.
Now, if I see those sleeves come down again, I'll have your balls dangling from your ears.
Now, you'd think my father would keep my mother's adventures a secret from me. But he wouldn't shut up about that blonde whore with whom she scored. And to this day, I cannot trust a blonde chick.
Ik geloof dat jij een beetje ontspanning nodig hebt. Let those boys play their little games. Come with me.
Sorry, Poes. Ik heb vandaag geen kleingeld voor jou.
Voor jou ben ik helemaal gratis. Ik houd gewoon van knappe mannen. En meisjes. Samen. Kan er ook bij.
Hallo, Annette.
Like peas and carrots.
I cannot trust blonde women. But I'm a bitch for Chanel number 5. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. And I've got to say, I was pretty damn good at it.
I'll show you Holland, you English boy.
But no matter how good the sex was, all I could see when I was around a blonde woman was betrayal. Damn you, Dad. Oh, their hair colour might be that of angels, but they cast certain hell whenever they pass by. But I guess Dad knew that better than anyone.
Ik
heb een kind waar je voor moet zorgen in plaats van dit.
Ze houdt nog van jou, hè? Hou er rekening mee. Succes aan.
Met een vrouw, Anne. Really?
Je weet hoe tolerant wij hier zijn.
He wouldn't be doomed with the irony of life, though, if that woman wasn't pregnant with me, right when their relationship sunk. It's remarkable how long he managed to stay with her after what happened. But Dad felt like he had to be there for me from day one. As soon after I was born, he had become somewhat paranoid, thanks to that little lesbian stunt. And anything could be the trigger to some hallucinations that drove him mad. Father may have been furious, but he wouldn't hurt a fly.
I'm sorry, Anne, that I stuck around for the baby as promised, but I can't take it anymore.
Tommy, I haven't done it anymore since that day. I'm so sorry. How many times do you want me to apologize?
Sorry won't make up for the fact there were a couple of scissors doing it in my bed. Sorry won't fix it. Nothing will.
Het gaat niet om jou. Ik wilde gewoon iets spannends, iets nieuws. I was gonna stop.
And with a blonde woman. How could you lower yourself this much? Think that you'll go so far as that.
That very same day, he was out of there.
I'll be back for the rest of my stuff later.
Tommy, please.
Oh yeah, using all the savings to get myself a better vehicle.
Als we nou gewoon praten.
That happened shortly before she died. I was but a toddler, and Father insists she was murdered, and that he didn't do it. What the hell happened back then? How did she actually die?
Guess this is all my stuff I'll be seeing you.
Ga niet weg. Alsjeblieft, Tommy. De baby slaapt. Kom binnen, dan kunnen we even praten.
Goodbye, Anne.
After what happened, Dad kind of lost his shit. But he felt like he needed to shield me from the gruesome fate of my mother.
Mama's ziekte heeft ons wat geleerd?
Ja.
Nooit een?
Blonde vrouw vertrouwen, ja. Maar ik zie het gewoon niet. Wat heeft leukemie met blonde vrouw te maken?
Geloof me maar. Ze is echt de moeite niet waard.
His lessons never made much sense.
All right, Daddy.
But I loved the ice cream. And so I listened to them.
Wat als ik met een blonde vrouw ga trouwen?
You shall not do such thing, you hear me?
Can I speak English again?
No. Nee. Engels op school en thuis Nederlands. Voor mama.
Mother was Dutch. Father was American. I lived in England, had to speak Dutch, and never saw a windmill. And that made my head a messed up fuckfest. Up until the last minute, when he decided to play the truth game.
I swear to you, Mikey, I did not kill your mother.
So that's why we left the country. We were running away.
I'm pretty sure they would come after me, and I was really mad at her.
If you didn't kill her, then why run?
I was scared, Anna. And I did not want you to grow up without a mother and me being in prison.
What do you know, Father?
Go to Amsterdam. Find a bar named The Kroeg.
The Kroeg?
And look for a man they called the Dutch.
You want me to go to Holland? To find a man called the Dutch? In a bar? Called the Bar?
You might as well have told me the guy smoked weed under a windmill.
But promise me. Promise me you will not hurt anyone, okay?
Father wasn't the violent type.
And don't trust anyone either. Especially blonde women.
There it was again.
Blonde. Yeah. This will help.
A photo of a guy in a suit with the upper part ripped off. Some fathers leave their children a Rolls Royce. I didn't have much to lose by leaving England. And it was about time I saw the Netherlands with my own eyes. So I packed what little I had and said my goodbyes to the only life I knew. wasn't much. But I didn't come here to do sightseeing. So I might as well make the best of it. You could say I grew up since I arrived in Holland. I stopped believing fate would solve my problems. But fate seems to knock on the most unexpected of doors.
Come in. Oh, hello.
Annette, wasn't it?
You should really lock your front door.
You still look as blonde as ever.
If you don't ever want to see the women you hump again, you should make sure they don't work at the same place where you get drunk every night.
It's not that I didn't ever want to see you again. I just didn't want to see you the next morning.
Why would a cute British boy like yourself move to this little country?
Should I trust her?
I don't get many of your kind in my bed, Mikey.
No.
I came to this country because I have a past here. And I need to figure out what that past is.
Could it be a woman? Someone you left snoring on a brothel's bed after a free fuck, or...
Oh, my dear. That wasn't free. I mean us.
Well, I prefer to believe it was. Or was the price you paid for it just an attempt to offend me?
Well, I do hope you girls split the cash. Now, as you can see, I've got a lot on my plate here. So, I think it's about time that you left.
Oh, yes. Your past, isn't it, Mikey? Let's see. That cute British accent. And you speak Dutch. Very unusual for a foreigner. Unresolved past. Could you be Tommy's son?
Now, how would you know that?
Oh, you should expect that the gossip of what happened to your mother would spread like wildfire in this little town. Here's a freebie for you.
As you know, number 5 was intoxicating.
If history has taught us something, it is that cute English boys should always be aware of the Scottish. They take what's theirs, even if they have to cheat. Goddamn William Wallace.
Scotch.
Annette's accent does sound very British. It just makes sense that she would know this guy from somewhere. Oh, I've always known that poker and whores would lead me somewhere.
Two for you, Scott.
Thank you, lassie.
Raise.
Fuck it. Gezelligheid kent geen cijfers, hè?
Slats. I'll put 1,000 in.
Call.
And? What did we find out?
Cheating bastard at the poker game.
Mm-hmm. And he was just in the kroeg, wasn't he?
And he can take me to the Dutch.
Yeah. What would be in the Holy Grail if Jesus were killed?
My guess? A single malt Scotch.
But if I were to confirm my suspicions, there was one more person to go to.
Oh, my cheap sex god is here? Am I wearing too much?
Since I'm still sober, I'd say you're wearing too little.
We had a good thing going on. I decided to please you with some unusual night, and you just vanished. Do you know how small you made me feel, Mikey?
A general feeling I leave among women, I must say.
I went to third base with a woman for you. You just leave 40 euros on the bed?
Yeah, I'd let you keep the change. Look, I did what I did, and you don't have to be happy about it. But maybe we can help each other out, right?
What could you possibly expect of me now?
That man we caught cheating yesterday. Who is he?
Him? I don't know. Nobody.
You see, because he sounded very English to me. Perhaps even Scottish. And Annette, her accent is very good too. So what do you know?
En waarom zou ik jou iets vertellen? Hm? You're not worth it anymore.
Unless you have something to lose with them, I suggest you start talking. Or I'll give you something to lose with me.
Alles wat ik weet is dat hij uit Schotland komt. Meer weet ik niet, hij praat niet veel. Dat accent, dat is gewoon kut.
I don't know if it's because her hair wasn't golden, or she just looked ridiculously pretty under that stupid cap. But after our little chat, she might get suspicious.
Kun je Quentin 12 vers 25? brooch on the photo. It's the same brooch as Scott always wears. So he's the Scotch.
You've come a long way, Mikey. Now wrap it up.
So if he's the Scotch, then he'll take me to the Dutch.
And the Dutch will tell us exactly what we want to know.
I'll bet 200. Why, we got a new dealer, anywho.
Ze was ongesteld.
They were not good. But this time, it was I who had the ace up my sleeve.
Cool.
I guess I better show my hand then.
If you take me to the Dutch, I'll lose this hand.
What?
Scotch.
What'd you call me that for? My name's Scott, not Scotch. Scott. You know, like that explorer chappie, you know.
You know, I'm beginning to think you really like the idea of having your balls dangling from your ears. Show your hand. Very good. Now we'll meet the Dutch. I'll be outside.
Dit is een achterdeur. Die kant op.
Oh, thanks, lady. Thanks.
Take me to the Dutch.
I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. I don't. Ah!
I'm sorry, were those your balls? Have you ever been to Sunday school?
What?
Do you know Stephen 26, verse 12?
I've never heard of that apostle. Ah!
Only in the leap of the lion's head shall he prove his worth. Only the penitent man shall pass. Do you know what that means?
That's the last crusade, isn't it? Ah!
Now take me to the Dutch.
I can't tell you. It'll be horrible.
It will be worse for you if you don't. I'll just have to assume that you know what happened to my mother.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
You are too easy. If the Scotch lied to me, I'd be back to square one after killing the bastard. But when you're pulling a man's balls out with a Swiss knife, you can generally tell he's not lying. And so, I arrived at the address he gave me. Not that the building was hard to miss.
Welkom in het huis van God, mijn kind.
Ik heb ergens gelezen dat deze kerk op een Romeins graf is gebouwd.
Je moet niet alles geloven wat je leest. Wat kan ik voor je doen, mijn zoon?
Funny place to find you. Dutch.
Right. I hear you do your misdeeds quoting phony Bible passages. I have a real one for you. Job 13, vers 1 en 2. My eyes have seen all this. My ears have heard and understood it. What you know, I also know. I am not inferior to you.
Fucking deep.
Don't fucking swear in the house of God.
I don't usually take bullshit.
So, Mikey, is it? I thought you'd show up one day. Although, the question that eludes me now is, how did you get to me? No one has called me the Dutch since, well, my ungodly days.
You see, I think the question is, how did you get to her? Remember, 25 years ago.
Yes. Why else would you be here? But things are not always what they seem. Your father would know about that. After all, he ran away to England, afraid of being blamed for what happened. Did he not? But before he fled Holland, old Tommy did investigate. And he got close enough. He heard about a man called the Dutch, who might be linked to Sweet Anne's murder. But he never made the connection between the Dutch and, well, me.
So you admit you did it?
I never said that. I just mean your father was chasing the wrong person.
Bullshit.
Follow me.
Fuck you looking at.
Do sit down. You know, I thought you'd look more like your father. Old Tommy. How's he doing? Oh, sorry, kid. What was it? Leukemia or something? You do take after them. A snob American with little regard for traditions and customs. En een Nederlandse pot met een slechte smaak in vrouwen. We don't smoke in the Lord's house, my son. En haar minnaar was ook blond, hoor ik.
Why'd you kill her?
Oh, this is getting old already, Mikey. I did not kill her, I assure you. After all, I'm a man of God. Her lover, however, the woman your mother chose as a lover, belonged to someone. Someone who couldn't take the cheating. So, when the Scotch found out, well...
And then it struck me.
This is all my stuff I'll be seeing you.
Alsjeblieft, Tommy. De baby slaapt. Kom binnen, dan kunnen we even praten.
Goodbye, Anne.
His wife?
You have an affair with another woman? Tommy's wife?
Weet jij dat?
I can't believe it. But that's what you do when I'm out playing poker. I moved to another country for you, and that's how you repay me.
Wat heb je gedaan? Papa, dat was niet zo. Niet tijdens de poker.
Not during the poker.
Mama!
Get out of here, the net.
Have you never found it kind of odd? Scott's wife dying shortly after your mother.
Blonde, huh? I get it. My work here is done.
Oh, is it, Mikey? You came all this way for such a noble task. And I don't think you've taken your revenge yet.
Oh, but I did. I just didn't know it at the time. But I took my revenge. I took it by the balls.
Hey, Mikey. How about this one? Matthew 5:38. An eye for an eye. A tooth for a tooth. An eye for an eye. But I say unto you, do Do not resist the one who is evil. But if he slaps you on the left cheek, turn to him. The other Rossen. The other Rossen. An eye for an eye. But if he slaps you on the left cheek, turn to him. The other Rossen.
Why did you get shot?
I don't know.
You killed Scott? Tell the Dutch. Somehow that will piss him off. Why?
I'm gonna die here, aren't I?
That means we both will, Mikey. But I'm not letting you go before you pay the bill.
To die on that cold church floor. I could only wonder what I'd missed. Why would he shoot me? After learning what I did to Scott?
Scotty. He took you from me, Scotty. But I took his...
I've always known that poker and whores would lead me somewhere. I just never thought it would be this. I should never trust a blonde woman.
I don't know why I keep making up all this Bible shit. I guess it's something to keep my mind busy. Of course, you can't hear me anymore. Here's a real one for you. Luke 5, verse 26. And everyone was amazed and filled with awe. And they all said together, "We have seen remarkable things here today."
Entering a new phase, turning over a new page. This time I promise to change. You can hold me to it. I'm entering a new phase,